The anime starts with two girls getting their clothing ripped. The bandits try to sexually assault her, but suddenly a knight in armor kills them. The scene cuts to Ark, the knight lying down under a tree. He has no clue where he is and realizes he is wearing armor for some reason. He sees that his armor has all the overpowered skills that his in-game character had. Ark questions whether he is dreaming and walks around. Trying a slashing skill, he chops down all the trees in front of him. By the way, he also burns down a tree with magic. Ark hears his stomach rumble and decides to get food. After teleporting to town. Never mind. He uses the dimension move skill instead to fly to the town and gets excited about it. However, when he looks at the water, he sees that he is a skeleton. In the town, Ark goes around and is captivated by the smell of roasted meat. Since he doesn't have money, Ark walks away. He overhears two people arguing. Ark sees that the girl is a beautiful elf and becomes even more excited. I guess I'm going to this world as well. He looks for her and spots a mercenary guild. When he goes in, everyone stares at him. Ark goes to the counter for a license, but the attendant thinks that he is joking because he already looks rich. Ark tells him it is some special circumstances and is given the task of slaying monsters. He kills some wild boars and encounters an orc. It attacks him and Ark cuts him in half. While strolling, he sees a carriage being ambushed by bandits. He infers that the lady is probably a noble. Ark contemplates whether he should kill those bandits while the women are being violated. A shadow appears over the guy and all the bandits get scared and run away. Ark uses Wyvern Slash to hit them. The lady cries and thanks Ark for saving her. The blonde girl is Lauren and her maid is Rita. She asks him whether he is under the service of a lord and Ark deepens his voice. He sees that the ladies are changing in the forest, so he steals the bandits' horses. The girls come and thank him once again. He accompanies them as they ride back and Lauren falls in love. At the guild, he drops the monsters and the man gives him the runestone from the monster. After getting his license, he goes to a hostel and has a big meal. Where's the food going? Ark is impressed by the shininess of the runestone and gets excited about what he can do. A mom goes out to the fields while her children are still sleeping. The daughter, Marka, writes an adventurer request posting. Later, Ark has a job requiring him to protect someone collecting herbs. He walks through the village and sees the house. Marka hears a knock on the door and opens it to see a scary knight. Ark tells her that he is here for the job and she makes him a cup of tea. He is excited about starting the job and asks her for the specifics. In the forest, Marka tells him that she needs to be back before her mother comes back. They venture through the forest and discover different plants. Suddenly, Ark senses something in the bush. He investigates it and sees a cute fox with an injured leg. It bites his finger, but Ark uses healing magic on it. The cute fox now doesn't want to leave Ark. He gives him the name of Panta. At the village, a hunter talks about a beast he saw. Siona, Marka's mom, returns and is told that Marka has headed into the forest. Ark and Marka arrive at a large tree at the bottom of a ledge. She goes to the tree where a dinosaur is. It stomps on her, but luckily, Ark saves her. The dinosaur lets out his stinky breath. I guess you have one thing in common with it. Ark defends against its attacks as it swings its tongue around. Marka hides behind Ark. The dinosaur does a movement that Ark remembers from the game and it performs an attack. He casts a spell on it, defeating his second monster. Marka is very impressed and tells him that the village will hold a celebration for him, but he tells he to shut up. Ark spots a ring on the dinosaur's leg. They go back, bringing a boar with him. Siona hugs Marka and cries. Ark apologizes to Siona, telling her that Marka is a nice girl. The village guards ask him about the dinosaur, but Ark responds that there was nothing. They thank him one last time and give him a gift. At night, an army of men defeats another dinosaur and the ring on its leg disintegrates. The commander notices the dinosaur that Ark defeated and becomes curious as to who killed it in one slash. At the hostel, Ark eats dinner with Panta. At night, Ariane, a swordswoman, mumbles to herself about the relationship between elves and humans. She sneaks near a cave and sees Ark walking out. He chases bandits as part of his quest and encounters chests of gold that they collected. Spotting cages, Ark decides to ignore it and take the gold. A lord is mad that his men were not able to kill a girl because a mercenary defeated them. He also asks about the dinosaur's attack on the villages but is disappointed as they have both been killed. He asks about his son and gets mad that nothing is going his way. Ark walks out of the cave happily when suddenly Ariane attacks him. Her hood comes off and he realizes that she is the elf he saw earlier. She orders him to return the children, but Ark has no clue what she is talking about. As she goes for the final blow, she spots Panta and stops. She questions why a spirit creature like Panta would like Ark and apologizes to him. She tells him that the bandits captured elves to be sold as slaves. Ark offers some help with some questionable hand gestures, but Ariane declines and leaves. He eats dinner at home and gets an idea. The next day, he uses Dimension Move to travel in the sky. After landing on the ground, Ark tries to find some elves but hears some bad guys instead. An elf is running away from hunters who want to capture her. The guy cuts her leg and orders his men around. Ark witnesses what is happening when out of nowhere, Ariane comes to save the children. They surround her and she slashes all of them. The boss holds an elf hostage to prevent Ariane from continuing. The men walk towards her while she is unable to move, so Ark teleports and punches the hunter. The two of them defeat all the other men. Ark snaps the cage lock with his bare hands to free the children. Ariane realizes that the children have mana-sucking collars which prevent them from using magic. She cannot remove it. However, Ark uses magic to uncuff it and Ariane is surprised. She sends a message using a bird and Ark blurts about voice recorders. When the children are escorted away, Ariane tells Ark that he is not like other humans. Both of them introduce themselves when a messenger bird comes and tells her to rescue the other elves in a village. Since he is a mercenary, Ariane hires him. Ark questions what other elves will think, but she insists that he helps her, so Ark accepts. They teleport and Ariane is impressed. In the town, they wait for someone else and a male elf called Donka shows up. At a pub, he refuses to eat because they will see that he is a skeleton. Donka describes all the food and drinks that he eats, making Ark hungry. Ariane tells him that she hired Ark. Donka says that the missing elves are near the entertainment district and they will have to wait until night to take action. Ark leaves, saying he has something to do. Donka is surprised that Ariane trusts Ark. Later, Ark walks around the market and eats some amazing food in an alleyway so no one can see him. Bro is making me hungry. At the elf cage, a man grabs and licks one of the children. Ark, Ariane, and Donka rush towards the place and see guards at the gate. Ariane tells Ark to teleport them up. After teleporting, they sneak in through a window, but her breasts are too big. Ark uses Dimension Shift to go in instead. The team opens a door, spotting dead men on beds. After splitting up, Ark sees more dead bodies when suddenly, a ninja attacks him. Ark becomes excited. Panta comes out and the ninja apologizes. She gives him a scroll, adding that the elves are underground. While jumping out, she informs him that 2 elves are captured in the Lord's palace. The scroll is a contract for purchasing elf slaves. They ask Ark where he got the information from and Ark lies. Just then, the enemies barge in, but Ariane burns them and they make their way underground. Ark bends the bars, which allows the elves to escape. Teleporting outside the town, Ark notices the collars and destroys them. Ark and Ariane teleport into the Lord's palace. In the Lord's palace, Lord Triton handcuffs 2 elves. He puts lubricant on her body. Ark and Ariane teleport towards the bell tower where they meet guards. He creates smoke and runs down with Ariane. The guards split up to search while Ark disguises as a knight statue. Suddenly, Lord Triton is told that there are intruders. The informant gets exploded from behind and the 2 of them walk in. She kicks his balls so hard that the fission process starts. Ariane goes to rescue the girl when Ark discovers a hidden room. The 2 elves beat the shit out of the Lord. Ariane defeats all the guards that come in. Ark collects all the gold bars in the hidden room and lies to Ariane, saying it is to prevent the Lord from recovering. They teleport out with bags of gold and Ariane pays him. She invites him to visit Elfland and Ark wants to go immediately. Ariane tells him that he will need to meet the Elder, but Ark says that he cannot remove his armor. She promises that she will not kill him and Ark removes his helmet, surprising Ariane. Still, Ariane promises to not leak his secret and adds that the Elder might be able to fix it. At the royal capital, the king questions the group responsible for the attack on the Lord. The royal family discusses the issue. The princess, Yuriarna, says that if the information is true, the treaty would have been broken and they will need to meet with the elves. The king mentions that it will cause an uprising within the nobility and tells Yuriarna to speak with the elves. Ark and Ariane walk through a forest when Ark falls into a cliff. They fish near a river and chill at night. When Ariane's stomach rumbles, Ark goes to hunt. She sees how cute Panta is and wants to touch it. Ark comes back to see her cuddling Panta. Who said you could touch it? Yuriarna looks at her reflection in the tea as she is perturbed about the elf situation. Ariane and Ark reach the elf settlement. Ariane requests an audience with the Elder and the gate opens. She runs in to get permission, so Ark looks at the walls and swings his sword. He sits around bored of waiting when finally Arian comes and brings him in. He becomes intrigued by the elves and their homes. Soon, they reach the elder's home. His name is Dylan and his wife is Glenys. Ark introduces himself and realizes that Ariane is their daughter. Dylan thanks him but critiques Ariane for attacking the Lord. After their discussion inside, they have dinner. Ark doesn't take off his mask but they tell him to take it off. In the morning, Glenys greets Ark. By the way, Glenys is 200 years old. Damn MILF. Ariane and Dylan prepare to go to the general meeting. They teleport to Maple where a bunch of other elders sit ominously. Glenys shows Ark around the village and all the elves are concerned. The children that he saved go up to him. Glenys requests to spar with Ark. At the general meeting, they talk about a potential war with humans. Glenys mentions that she taught Ariane her swordsmanship. They start and Glenys destroys him easily. He stands back up and continuously gets beaten up. Ariane and Dylan walk back when she starts apologizing. He tells her to chill out, adding that her sister, Evine, is getting married. Ariane cannot believe it. Just then, Evine comes and hugs her. She compliments Ariane for rescuing and Ariane asks Evine about the marriage. By now, Ark is strong, never mind, he gets destroyed again. Later, Ark takes a bath with Panta. Ariane goes into the bath and sees Ark, so she blasts him. Dylan informs Ark that his help is needed, compensating him with information to break his skeleton curse. Dylan says that he needs to find something in the Dragon Lord's domain. At night, he wonders about his curse. He tries using the uncurse spell on his hand and it works.